supporting what Salva Kiir is doing. You are supporting what Salva Kiir is doing by he appoint you and you go to those positions without you knowing that if Salva Kiir is no longer there, where will you be? Who will be your friends? How will you stay? There are some questions you need to ask yourself. Salva Kiir doesn't love you people, the Dinka Barghazal, because he's creating you to be hated by other people. He's created you so that when he's gone, where will you be? Who will trust you? He's destroying your chances of leading in South Sudan. Because now everybody will see, anytime they think of a Dinka Barghazal coming to lead, they will always say, what of Salva Kiir? So we already have someone we can refer to and we can say, yeah, this is kind. But they are good people. We have good people in Dinka Barghazal community. We have very beautiful people with a good heart, but they are being victimized by Salva Kiir leadership and by those few people that are being appointed. And even women are coming out and talking. And you know how long it takes. It takes 9 months for a woman to get pregnant. And again, you give birth. When you give birth, there's some wounds that you have to heal from for you to go to next step again. And then this again, you take another, again from new for you to be able to raise this child again. The same way you pass through that is the same way the Nuer woman pass through. The same way the Nuer woman give birth to those children is the same way you give birth to those children. So if a one woman child is crying, it should be all the women of South Sudan coming out and condemning what is happening. Not only the Nuer people coming out and crying. And you should be ashamed of yourself calling somebody like me as a tribalist because I'm standing up for citizens of South Sudan that are being killed just because I come from that place. I know the pain. I hear the cry. I'm a South Sudanese. Those children that are being burned alive, that their skin is being turned to be yellow and orange, are South Sudanese. They deserve to be in South Sudan. They are not supposed to be dying in 21st century. They are not supposed to be dying in 2026 with bombardment because they are free. This country was liberated already and it's lost life. We don't need to lose life again. But because of we have a leader like Salva Kiir who doesn't think. We have a leader like Salva Kiir who only sees his position, who doesn't care about the leaders of South Sudan, about the children of South Sudan, about the women of South Sudan, about the development of South Sudan, about our resources. Because Salva Kiir money is only seen when he's appointing his Barghazal people. Salva Kiir money is only being seen when he's supporting the conflict. Salva Kiir money is only being seen when he's killing the Nuer children and Nuer women. Let me come and tell you, there's a difference between IO and the Nuer community. You need to accept that. There's a difference between IO and the Nuer community. Just like there's a difference between the SPLA-IG and the citizen, the Dinka community. We have that. Huh? Why? Do you sometimes have conscience? See these fixers and see them. Can you remove the hatred in your eyes? Open your eyes. Remove the hatred and see the human, the kind of other South Sudanese fellows, the kind of inhuman that they are being taken through. Let's say it was the Dinka community that all these things that are happening to them from 2013 up to today for 4,416 years. How will South Sudan look like? How will South Sudan look like if it was the Dinka community that were being victimized like this? You will see the Nuer will come out and talk about it. Nuer will have come out and talk about it. But the Dinka community, they only see Nuer. But these are people that will build South Sudan. There might be Nuer, but tomorrow you need them. There are more wars that South Sudanese will fight. More wars. There's a lot of countries that have taken part of our land. And one day we will want to take that land back. Who will help you to fight when you are finishing your brothers who are newer? Who will you join hands with that you are finishing your sisters who are newer? Who will give birth to that country that you are killing the women, the girls who are newer? Do you sometimes ask yourself how the future will look like? Do you sometimes draw a map of the future for South Sudan? Sometimes a father and a mother prepare a road for how their children will live after their existence. But Salva Kiir is preparing the downfall of Dinka Barghazal, because I will not go into details. Downfall of the Dinka Barghazal after his existence. That's the opposite. He's doing the opposite. A good father prepare the road and pave the road for how their children will stay. As one statement was said by one true Dinka, Dr. Luke Kabyong, he said we Dinka are the most hated community in South Sudan. We don't hate Dinkas. No, we hate the bad behaviors that Dinkas have behind them. If your leader is doing something bad and you don't condemn them, if Salva Kiir was a Nuer, we'll have removed him long time from that position. If he was a Nuer, we'll have removed him long time. Because we don't see you being a Nuer. We see true leadership. We don't want anybody that come and treat people bad. That is we. We believe in equality. We believe in living with harmony. We believe in sharing resources. Why do you think the Nuer are not human beings? Do you think God did not create them to be in South Sudan? That they are being burned every single night, every single day by bombardment, chemical weapons that are burning the life. And these chemical weapons have effect for a long time. Sometimes they have effect for a lifetime. We're having flood now. So this effect, it will only not be in the Nuer land alone. Because we have flood, it will go across South Sudan. We are all going to face it. You see? So we have to hold our leaders accountable. If I, Ruth, am a leader and I've done something bad, come and ask me, let me be accountable. And I blame the Dinka community because they did not come out and start warning Salva Kiir. They left Salva Kiir to grow horns. Salva Kiir grew horns to a level now he forgot even the Dinka people. Now even we have Dinka Barghazal that are suffering. We can't say it's the old Dinka Barghazal that are enjoying. We have most of them who are suffering. There's no development in that place. But they don't see him as he's from their place. The president is from their community. So nothing else. What if he dies? Because, okay, he might be there for a long time. What if he dies? What will happen? In life, we are number 64. And in this 64, we must always learn to see. Yeah, we'll always wake up and look at, just think as a South Sudanese sometime. Stop thinking as a Nuer. Stop thinking as a Dinka. Stop thinking as a Equatorian. Let's think as South Sudanese. So, sometimes I feel so bad. And if I go to Clubhouse, I found very elderly people lying to themselves, saying things that they're not supposed to be saying. And the only hope we have in South Sudan is from 35 years and below. That is the hope we have. Only 35 years and below. Whether you're a man, you're a woman, you are 35 years, You are the only hope South Sudan have. Whether you are from the Nuer community, from the Dinka community, from the Equatorial community, you are the only hope that South Sudan have. If you're 36 and above, those are people that I would have lost hope in them. I have hope for 35 and below. And I believe these are people that are going to change South Sudan. And until we start thinking of we being South Sudanese, we are going nowhere. We are going nowhere. And it will continue like that, and continue like that, and continue like that. Let's go like that. Ruth, you will never see me supporting, whether you are from Nuer, you are from Dinka, you are from Equatoria, as long as you are doing something bad. You will always, as long as I'm alive, you're always coming out and saying this is not right. What we want is a freedom whereby we can have a freedom of speech. We can have a freedom of, we elect our own leaders. We put them there, and when they do bad, we remove them again. We want power to be given to the people. Not powers to be given to individual people to a level of you make yourself an army. Like Tiger. This automatically is a clear deal that Salva Kiir is a state, is a dictator. How can you make yourself an army and abandon the SSPDF? The government army. The army that brought South Sudan. Because it is the SSPDF that liberated South Sudan. The South Sudan People Defense Force. These are the people that liberate the country we call South Sudan today. But where are they? The most one you see, they're on the street, sleeping on the street. The food they eat is alcohol that is cheap. Because they want to forget the stress they go through. And they bow to protect South Sudan. And that's why you still see them there. They did not abandon. They did not abandon South Sudan. They're still hanging there. And some of them are taking bad orders because there's nothing they can do. They just take orders. But we don't advise them because either they're your husbands, either they're your brothers, either they're your uncles, or either they're your fathers. Sometimes when they are at home, we need to talk to them and tell them, there is this, you deserve better. It hurts me sometimes how I see the resources, the money, that the $6, what will the $6 do? There was a time they were being paid 1,500 South Sudanese pounds. That money before used to be good. That money now have lost value. That money cannot even buy water. But they still, and it doesn't even come on time. Let me tell you one story. I was having a restaurant before. In this restaurant I was having in Juba, I was having chicken. I prepared chicken, I prepared a lot of things. This soldier came, he got his salary, he ate chicken. When he finished eating chicken, his whole salary was going for that chicken. And he already ate. And then when he showed me his salary, I told him, yeah, this is all. This is the money that you're supposed to pay for this chicken. And he wanted to eat chicken for a long time. And he also informed his wife that he was coming, that they are getting their salaries today. The situation he was put in was a big situation. It was a situation that was beyond. What did we do? The people that were in start collecting money. And we collect money and we gave him. And he was happy. He even shed tears. When we come and mock, that's why I always come and tell people, please don't mock the SSPDF. Whatever they are going through is the same thing we the citizens are going through. We are in the same WhatsApp group, all of us. They suffer, we suffer. Nobody's for them. They are on their own. We are in our own. So together we are suffering. But only we are suffering as civilians and they are suffering in the uniform. But they suffer more than us. Because you can go to your cousin, you can go to your uncle and get something. But to them, people see them as bad picture because they have been turned against the citizen of South Sudan. So they don't see. Nobody see them like they have done something good. But they liberate South Sudan. They are the people. This SSPDF is the army that brought the South Sudan we call South Sudan today. They fought for 21 years. But at the end of the day, where are they? They're the ones suffering. The first thing that was supposed to be done, build them homes, build them hospitals, build their children's schools, prepare a budget whereby every single month there will be tie-in that will be given to them apart from their salaries. And their children deserve better. But where is that? No. The only best thing we know is abusing them on the street when we see them. Is mocking them when we see them. We don't know why they are like that. We know command, talimat. Soldiers only follow talimat. It's orders. They are being ordered, do this, and they go do it. They can't stop because that is how they are. To get commands, to get instruction. So when they're instructed, and then we come and mock them. But at the end of the day, they are very important for us. Because a country cannot have, like now, if the whole world asks for each country to bring some SSPDF, it will not be Tiger who will go. It will be the SSPDF. But do we have SSPDF that we can represent in other countries? Do we have SSPDF that we can send for a peace mission in other countries? Do we have? We have malnourished, half-dead SSPDF in our country. That's what we have. Half-dead SSPDF. Some of them are sick. Some of them have heart diseases. All of them have blood pressure. All of them have ulcers. They don't even have uniform. Their uniform worn out long time. The one they have even get some cuts. Very old. That is the kind of SSPDF me and you are having. And when they are being sent to go continue killing each other, and so President Kiir is protecting Tiger in Juba, you see the way Tiger are being treated. They have food, they have enough weapons, they have hospitals, they have uniform. When you see them moving, sometimes they usually go to Juba Teaching Hospital and do some work there. They look smart. They go to gym. They look very healthy. And the SSPDF are being left there, vulnerable. They are orphans because they don't have a father, they don't have a mother. And the citizens that were supposed to be supporting them are mocking them because they are being used by the government and then they are being left there. They are being sent to go die on the war. They died for 21 years and again they've been dying for another 4,416 days since 2013. Ask yourself, as a South Sudanese, ask yourself, as a mother in the country, ask yourself, as somebody that is happy that we have a country called South Sudan. There is no country without army. So South Sudan is South Sudan because SSPDF have that name. Even if they are malnourished like that, even if they are bad like that, they still hold the country heavy. South Sudan is heavy because of the SSPDF, not heavy because of Tiger. SSPDF is the firstborn of South Sudan. SSPDF is the founder of South Sudan, is the liberator of South Sudan. Whether you like it or not, whether you mock them, whether you abuse them, whether you do what, they had a very big role and they have a big achievement, and we can see the achievement clearly. South Sudan. South Sudan is the achievement. Even the generals that we're having today, they cannot be general without SSPDF. They cannot liberate South Sudan without SSPDF. All the arms, all the arrows, all the roads lead to SSPDF of South Sudan. We need all of us to start reading the history. Start reading the history of South Sudan. Start listening to the songs that were sung. Start listening to the kind of food they were eating. They were eating leaves in the desert, in the forest, in the jungle when they were. But what do we have for them today? Mockery. Some of them don't have legs, and we laugh at them. When we see them, we laugh at them. Some minister of finance came last year and mocked them and tell them, how sure are we that your legs and your hands were cut when you are fighting for freedom? How do they feel when they hear us talking like that? And we are not seeing that they were victims of this. So to me, whether you want to hate me or don't hate me, that's up to you. The Dinka Barghazal have let South Sudanese down. That is it. You have let South Sudan down by not rejecting the behaviors of President Salva Kiir. Salva Kiir appoint you in all the positions, you embrace and celebrate. When the Nuer children are being burned alive, you are in freedom hall celebrating. You are in freedom hall celebrating. And South Sudan can never have peace if one tribe is not having, if one tribe is being victimized. Peace cannot come to South Sudan if one tribe is being victimized. I told you before, the same pain that other women go through, other 64 tribes women when they're giving birth to their children, is the same pain the Nuer women go through when they're giving birth to those children that are being burned alive. 3 days ago, I'm not talking about things that happened before, 3 days ago. 3 days ago. Children and women and old men were burned alive. In Uror, they were burned alive. And I've been waiting for anybody to come out for these 3 days. I've been waiting because I wanted to see the South Sudanese that wake up before and say we are South Sudanese. I was waiting to see if there will be somebody that will come out and say something. But no, nobody. Why? Because they are Nuer children. Why? Because they are Nuer women. How can the resources of South Sudan only appear, only can be seen when it's bombarding children and women of the citizen of that country? So, please, it's not yet too late. Salva Kiir have shown us the worst of the worst. And the only favor Salva Kiir can do for us is to step down, write a letter saying, South Sudanese, thank you for giving me 20 years of leading you to destruction, of killing you. You remember there was this statement that was said by Museveni some years back. He said, Salva, thank you for killing them. And later on he said, no, I didn't mean that. He said, thank you for killing them. Because that is the same style, same leadership that Museveni is using by killing Ugandans. And they are keeping quiet. And because he's a godfather of South Sudan, he's a godfather of Salva Kiir. If he tells Salva Kiir do this, Salva Kiir doesn't sleep. He has to mention he does that. And that's why, and that I have a question always to the UN and to everybody that say that South Sudan have arm embargo. How come that Salva Kiir is buying weapons from Uganda? How come? He's buying helicopters that even when they go and bomb the Nuer children and women, they have the flag of Uganda. All of us could see, everybody could see the flag of the Ugandan aeroplanes. But the UN is not saying anything. The Troika's country are not saying anything about the arm embargo. Was the arm embargo uplifted and we don't know? Was the arm embargo uplifted without informing us, the citizen of South Sudan? Because the only thing we know that there's an arm embargo. We don't know that the arm embargo was uplifted, or are African countries, East African countries, not part of that arm embargo? Are they excluded from the arm embargo? Can they acquire weapons from nearby country? I don't understand. How can Uganda send its weapons daytime, openly, and nobody's, and the people that sanction South Sudan not to buy weapons are not saying anything? Who is lying to who? Who is loving who? Who is protecting who? Where is the human right? If we talk about human right, if children and women can suffer for 4,416 days since 2013-15 December, up to today, the Nuer women and children have never rested. Huh? How? How? And we want to talk. This 2026, no, is a year of the truth. Is a year of you. Everybody have to carry their burden. Everybody have to carry, either if the truth is here, if you are on the side of the truth and it's affecting, it must affect you. Abusing will not change anything. You can call me a prostitute, you can call me stupid, you can call me any name you think you can call me. But this is the truth. And let me tell you, 39 laws of General Council of Elders have come to an end in 2025. To those who still think that 39 laws of the General Council of Elders will still proceed, it came to an end in 2025. We are in 2026. So those who are having this in the mind, please start cleaning your brain. Start washing your brain. Come to reality. Come to 2026. Remove that in your eyes. Remove that. So I said before that I'll speak as a South Sudanese and I'll speak as a daughter of the Nuer people. I already finished speaking as a South Sudanese. Now I want to speak as a Nuer people, as a Nuer daughter. And now allow me to speak in Nuer. Shiamari Nanuari. Nuerteka nyirta bombom, nuerteka unita bombom, nuerteka manta bombom, nuerteka manita bombom, tatike dhiel. Konyane tike dhiel ke zaman madung did. Resilient ndani wo beyond. Kajube manwara tolka ke shiny. At least kaka kudroni ken. Take it on one to like a manwara kajube. Nikula survive kena. Lakin take a kela babalari. Too much of something, it is poison. Do I did a long belajwe? Kakajike. Maya did a long belajwe. Maya did a long belajwe. Oh, yana no bana shui kazamane did me. Runda wareo. Yelajwe kokon yana engish. Oba sham nangil. Yana engish oba sham nanke. Yana engi obana shui no kamnito. Lakin 2026 ame arwon mo goal. 2026. Erwan magul. Erwan ma jom da koje. Jom da boye. Jom da jom shunga. Jom 20. Manuara take a long. Kode ka lam. Manuara take a long. Kode ka lam. Oya bi dov na finya ka kanisha. Manuara take a long. Kode ka lam. Kode liya liwa gaat ken mo. Kwen kena gaat ken bob ni goli. Kwen kena gaat ken ko boke ka tayari. Kwen kena gaat ken ko yas ka rodien ke sekeni kena rodien ko yo ye dia. Ya ngis ngitien ya ngar kena mo gwa mashar ka katel mo gwa man ke ken re doria. Tankiro aka na rodien re yere. Mo yishu mo gwa nti wo ka tintel mo gwa wala ko yi young already. De manuara lam. Shik tek alwang. Shik nuara. Shik tek alwang. Kome ye lam kaloje. Guade je roade. Guade je roade. We are not tino. Biwiju wolfing be a shar from 2013 minute today. Tele shango ibao ko bina lo yemete. Tele shango ibao ko yim no yike wi. Tele shango ibao ko tele majema yanenen. Moke ganwara karadien keke nyen wene betika ganwara ma yaradien marguane. Moke gan no modelo ma sheko yena kan yeneti lamandaba. Dap na yen. Kayen ji maini. Ko shek maike la time jaria. Mai shek. Mai. Did man wara de la de na finyaba. De na dov na maga bereka. Kete long to gan. Ko ya o tie ba kamji. Gore beji. Dong si ka ba lebji. Doctor Tia kam kon. Ma wi tie ba kam ji. Ma wi si wo dong ba levji. Ma wi wo gorba beje. Kwela mo ngol jor ka kon. Mo ba ne gat kon nen wo ka pinyo na sha. Aba na wan ka uror pan. Manu wale de mo mati wang tin. Te shin wora ka lang. Ko de mwal ku yas fen. Te kus du shal. Kalwang do may kamane jigar a bidaf de tina rodu de tina ganwara madam ganwara ronka ko bika teg yana gati ko ganwara ronka ko bika tika dur gware ta kong yana gati tong manwara ronka ko ba dav ni shenga ken ba rodien lia ba buldus toto dia toto ronka ke o bika te ga kan manwara me yana ngai ka manwara nyen shoy tele mo gwa mangasne ngas kena shoy ken manwara ngai kena wie bigat ka mushamarun tele mo gwa metel re nwara long yae luye long etera long tek shik nwara kama jira mo ye partner e duelu lonju yi nyur gwas yi lang ka hosdu yi lang kusdu bailing ya de la wanka na gat konisha ene terke kure endum jike teke termadong mo terke meje tero bi loju bi la kosto me kam ji gata to me kam ji kwaita to me kam ji dori mo bi tetin ka bi dapte Mong Makur, let me tell you one thing. Unless I'm not a true Nuer, you will not survive at the end of this year. You will not live at the end of this year. Unless if I'm not true. Unless if I'm not a true Nuer. And if all the things I'm saying are lies. If they are truth, this 2025, 2026, 31st December, we will not finish it together with you. We will not finish it together with you. And I've mentioned that and I've said it. Nuer children are children. Don't just come and throw words here when people are talking. You can carry a problem and you can carry also a good thing. So I said in this 2026, we will not finish it with you on 31st of December 2026. And I've said it. And let's wait and see. You will stop throwing words. So this is it. Shemari. It's like that. Tell me the long mabala. Yone long. Nuera. A young man nuera to daf and nueri. Tell her Ramadon may nueri daf. Kayan to dub. Tibia Marco Yasfing. Kabia God be a career first down one. I should buy there. Can I go there? Babu Jone long. But not it at the larkato. I. Man batikan. Kalong medit. Yes, I'm well confident man worry. Langa. Kostun. Koyabu wang nagat kunisha. Yabi na nagat kunisha. Kostun ne linge. Mo ya wala ka jaw. Thuok. Kemir. Loy. May shui. Bia gaiba bia ilo. Baya kaming ore. Kamin dong ya lari ba nyo hodi. And you know me. Tobeto, and a guabemo baqua, and a guabemo. Bala cabala nishia, and a bemo baba quack about win it a dun. Baba wish it a dun. Kangan lodge de dear long madane and demon were them with my shuke, come into Indian shop. Gotta be a yinkun left, gotta be a tejina, be a duria like any my ben in the Albiatin. Our down here. Any may bin in the Alwanatin. Our down in the local. Bibiani Kula. Birodung Yeshko take a zaman madela or de queen. Kazaman made suit de queen. Lady Aquang and allow can a jalbian in a sham. You wash up Kobala or a queen fame. Balashing a suit broy a suit tamam, turu. Bromway, Kawari, Kabalani, high heels. To be bootin Mono Manithia. You want the Huh? Huh? So that is it. That is it. Yen babala no. Ko bela boarma dum dido bandu non gor ya shooting ka ba banang ne tira dum ya do bank te dun bela boarma dido long. Ka tira ma bi long alo. Kon zamana ba olando ndon. Yana big highness young. Now we take a walk at a deal, take a walk at our loy, take a walk at your loy. Take a walk a weir, take a walk a sea weaker. Take a walk a lia, take a walk a tail. Take a walk a cur, take a walk a mal. Totodi a lot of yakala ticketing. Yanet, you guada and bin yanet take a walk a shoy, you guaben katishuya. Guath will be joined by till. Lakini wana root money last minute. Nah. So be a tikamal, be an animal, be a Buddha mal, well in the island takatin. And then a few updates on the case in Antakotin ka Sweden Guam, case takosin, a case where Nangwa, pan ya Ramadi de Long, former Prime Minister, ka Sweden and then ya sesh pan. Kasi ni asina jana idi alkando alkoko donko no take it jeta maybe bala lakin ikot nuara ya shwang kela na te ya bala na te shangshwa. So that means te dia le ala woka ka walkia. So very soon in case mo ba lose na kon we mon los ke nuar we mon today ko tilla journalist we mon ke lu be journalist ni dia and the journalist ni South Sudan and ibe journalist we mon te wana ke lu. So, and we are now like a canorinti at Remedia, canori Turkish one dear. Can I, Banatona, Marine was so done to get the area record. Be like a terrace long ten I take her. And the remain al Remedia about the loo. But when sugar comes shown about when we about come there. Big a tour. Yako can be fun. Komoko Gorana Kawaini, Taya, Media I reckon 30 years ago. Bicula lad native on wine pie Larracan. When we turn the alternative question. So, Naire Odi, you're not lang, Zaman lang, I saw. You the Nazaman Korkawani, Mateke makwake kwa. Mateke makwake. Mateke makwake. Kwela ndumban. Kwela makwake ke yo. Kwela makwake di. Ayitera matera artin. Kondi alwane kwane. Mu ya wo ko ke yene da wol ke yaro dun je ne da wol ka nyende go aka ko. Ne di ali ne la ko ke nun. Bije tuk duel kel ke shien kel. Dio jite ne da wol ke kel. Ngu ko kwa ke ken ke ba go aka ke. So lane le gwi to la ke ne ite kom to ba. Lane ke le gwi la ke di ken. Bana mi de go aka kon bana mi de ji bana fal. So yani na mal manisha ngo ngonyo yana leje.